Thanks for staying with us. We're still reviewing Punch. Mariam,
yeah, so following the outbreak of cholera in Lagos, the state government has activated its Public Health Emergency Operations Center at Mainland Hospital in Yaba. The State Ministry of Health Saturday confirmed 350 suspected cases of cholera in 29 wards across multiple local government areas in the state, 17 confirmed cases and 15 deaths. They say the lab investigations and test results confirm cholera subtype 01. They said this is associated with more severe diseases, and the pattern of new cases per day, of course, they say it varies across the local government. Although government is also saying as a result of health interventions, they're seeing the numbers dropping, but they're also seeing new cases in some unaffected local governments. And so they're asking residents to please adhere to, the personal and environmental hygiene measures that they always tell us: wash your hands and, be careful. And also we have Chief of UNICEF in the Lagos office who has advised government that they must strengthen their healthcare systems and also make them capable of responding to demand in types of outbreaks. So it's a severe type that we're dealing with, meaning people are feeling all the symptoms quite seriously. So we should all be careful. And one of the previous reports that I had, they have said water sources across board, even with some bottled water. So we need to be careful. Boil your water before you take it. Wash your hands. Right. Be careful where you eat.
And NEPA, please don't take light so that we'll pump water. Flowing water reduces all these things.
So modular refineries under the umbrella group of the, trying to find the name of their group, I think it's the crude oil refinery operators or owners. So they were backing what Dangote has recently spoken about when he went to an event recently. Dangote was speaking. He said that there's a mafia. There's mafia who are trying to cripple the economy. So what they're saying that the Eche Idoko, who was saying that, he said you can see that Dangote has raised similar concerns, just as we have been saying all along. These merchants have held the country hostage and they're crippling the whole economy. Last week, Dangote revealed that both local and international cartels, which he described as mafias, made repeated attempts to sabotage his $19 billion refinery. He says, I know that there'll be a fight, but I did not know that the mafia in oil, they are stronger than the mafia in drugs. I can tell you this is a fact. Dangote described himself as a fighter, and the organization of the motor refineries agreed with him that, listen, the cartel that are trying to stop and hold Nigeria hostage when it comes to our oil, they are there and they're strong and they're armed and they're well connected. Something that is a national fight we need to fight, and they're asking Tinubu to get involved. Any story? You're moving on now to Vanguard. Do you have a story?
Yeah,
Vanguard. Yes, let's move on to Vanguard.
In Punch?
Vanguard, no. Okay. Foreign portfolio investors in massive return to Nigeria. Ida Kabir, Tinubu, Shetima, Buhari, others preach peace and sacrifice. Makinde lacks power to crown new Olubadan, says Ladoja. NFF stabbed me in the back, says Finidi. And Tinubu inherited dead economy, President tackles New York Times. Okay, which story are we taking in Vanguard?
The judge.
Why did you say? I was shocked when I saw that someone had taken the story.
Yeah, it was really trending the whole of last week.
Okay. It's been brewing, and there was this back and forth between Osime and him as well. Okay. And because Nigeria lost a match against Benin Republic, I just saw videos of people capturing and attacking him. Yeah. I wanted to be sure, but on this report, he's revealing why he resigned. According to one Colin Udo, who said he spoke to him immediately, he resigned. He said that Finidi confirmed that he resigned his position because the NFF had a secret plan while he was, in good faith with them. He said Finidi had spoken to the NFF some days before, like on Thursday, and he was very good. He had a conversation with them, and he kept asking if he would be coming back as the coach. And the NFF did not reveal to him that they were appointing a foreign, what they call it, a foreign technical advisor. They didn't tell him that, and he went on with that belief that he'll be working. The NFF, but they met on Wednesday and took it, and they had met on Wednesday before that Thursday. They spoke to him and had already made that decision. They then kept him in the dark about it. While he was traveling in Port Harcourt, someone sent him a link confirming the appointment of a technical advisor, and that shock. He just waited 2 days, still didn't hear from them, so he resigned. They said nobody spoke to him, and nobody. It's clear they didn't want him anymore. And you see how he didn't command respect. He didn't resume on time with the Super Eagles, this team that lost the match, but he was just managing them. They also blamed him for not picking and putting players at the right time. But they lost the match. And
it's very hard to be a coach for Nigeria.
I hope these technical advisors will be held to the same standards that we hold our local coaches.
You tend to give them passes.
Okay, another story in Vanguard.
In Vanguard, this is the papers is about the Kano residents applaud calm as Sanusi Bayero leads Allah prayers. They're saying that because of the current crisis, the ongoing Emirate crisis, they were expecting that there won't be peace in the state. But fortunately, a peaceful atmosphere that greeted the celebration of Eid al-Kabir in the town, despite the ongoing. The police command expressed satisfaction with the peaceful and orderly manner the Salah went across. But Sanusi and Bayero approached the police and said they wanted escorts. And then they now said they're going to stop. There's this great festival that happens every Eid on Salah Day. That's the Daba. They had to cancel that Daba because so that there will be peace. And also, they made sure that they prayed in different mosques. They led prayers in different mosques. Bayero was at Nasara Mosque, while Sanusi prayed at Sheikh Tijani Mosque at Kofar Mata.
Okay, you have a story?
Inside.
Okay, let me take the story concerning the Pandef. Pandef has criticized the sacking of I'm trying to get the... So it says that the Pandef, that's the Pan-Niger Delta Forum, led by the South-South leader, Edwin Clark. He described the removal of former Inspector General of Police, Solomon Arache, from his position as chairman of the Police Service Commission as an unwarranted and unnecessary provocation. That reflects negatively on the president's administration. He said this in a statement, noted that the singular act further portrays the current administration as one that does not prioritize competence, because they believe that Arache was a man of competence and should be left to continue to be the chairman of the PSC. The president should likewise note that the continued disregard of the Constitution and the rule of law by the government not only mirrors negatively on the law enforcement officers, but also sends dangerous message to the citizens. Okay.
Yeah, I have this NDLA story I took from inside, and NDLA have arrested 2 siblings in Abia, recovering cocaine and methamphetamine consignments worth over 4.1 billion. They said it's a cartel controlled by a drug baron, 49-year-old Kelechi Monde Mwabuasi, and his 50-year-old elder sister, Miss Chinwe Rose Mwabuasi. They were taken down by the officers. They said it took a very long time of intelligence gathering for them to be able to do that. And, you know, as I had read earlier, they said what they got from them was worth over 4.1 billion naira in street value. And they got them at, this happened June 13th and 14th at 3B Boundary Avenue, Aba, and also a residence along Ohia Road, Ohia, Abia State. The NDLA also said that 4 suspects connected with importation and distribution of opioids were arrested here in Lagos. A total of 82,000 bottles of the opioid worth more than 600 million were also recovered. A warehouse also stocked with large consignments of codeine syrup located at Comfort Obo area of Kirikiri as well. After intelligence, they were able to arrest all those, that were part of it, and they also gave names for this and many others that they have, that they're doing. All
right, final paper, the Nigerian Tribune, redoubled efforts to stop economic hardship, Sultan tells leaders why Labour should review stance on minimum wage. Ibadan people enthrone Olubadan North governor, says Ladoja. Gunmen attack Sokoto village on Salah Day, kill 6 and abduct many. Lagos Calabar Coastal Road, maintain 2006 road alignment plan. Okuaja residents urge the works minister. Direct AGF to discontinue Nnamdi Kanu's prosecution, says Edwin Clark. And Buhari spends $1.5 billion monthly to defend Naira, borrowed massively to cover costs, says presidency. Yeah. Okay, should I start with the label?
Okay.
Go ahead.
I have the Sokoto killings. So they said gunmen suspected to be terrorists have killed 6 persons and abducted many others at a village in Gwaidabawa, I think, local government area of Sokoto. They said the gunmen stormed Tudundoki village at about 1:30 a.m. on Salah Day. Police has confirmed that this happened. 6 bodies have been retrieved so far, and but they are yet to ascertain the numbers of those that have been abducted. As we know, this particular Sokoto is one of the state that is heavily terrorized by these heavily armed gangs. They carry out mass abductions for ransom, as well as burning and looting homes. So this is something that they are constantly, against. They also say that these gangs have maintained camps in huge forests in Zamfara, Katsina, Kaduna, and Niger states. And they have done like large-scale kidnappings of pupils from schools in recent years. The bandits have stepped up attacks, particularly in Katsina and Zamfara state. In the last month, the gangs have raided 4 villages in Katsina state, killing 25 people. And these were mostly local vigilantes trying to protect, the state. So this is a serious issue in this area and needs to be looked into. Very sad.
That's all we can take on Front Page Review. And we'll come back, move on to our hot topic of today. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.